welcome to Raw Blog. Well, what started out as a very sunny day today has now turned cloudy and there's a few sprinkles of rain as I start my vlog. Just when I wanted to be over here on these stairs and sit there and record from there, I can't do it. And as a matter of fact, I may have to move under our patio in just a couple of seconds if it starts to rain too hard. But sunshine giving way to this cloud. We've had weather like this for the last 4 or 5 days. And the most of March, when I look ahead in the long range, is showing that it's going to be overcast with the occasional sunny day here and there. So it's not very March-like. This whole weather pattern has been really strange since the fall, with all the cold temperatures we got during the Christmas holidays and the rain we've got. And February wasn't too bad, but March is certainly not a great weather month as far as sunshine. But things in the garden are still growing because it is springtime here in the island, with the cherry blossoms out and the rhododendrons are all starting to come out, camellia and other flowers like that. So what do I have to talk about today, viewers? Well, first of all, I think it's time the hubby puts me in a home. I opened up our microwave oven this morning to put my coffee cup in that has a little bit of milk in the bottom that I'd like to warm up before I pour the hot coffee into it. And I opened the microwave, and much to my surprise, the teapot was sitting in the microwave. Now, it wasn't full. I wasn't going to rewarm it. When I put some dishes away last night, one of the items I put away was our teapot, and instead of putting it in the cupboard below, I just opened the microwave and put it in there. So if that's not starting me on the path to the retirement home, I don't know what is. But just keep that between you and me. I don't want the whole world knowing that I put the teapot in the microwave. Yikes. So what else is new? Well, let me tell you. I worked with a gal in radio by the name of Sharon many years ago, like 37, 40 years ago almost. And a week or so ago, I had a dream. Sharon was in my dream, and we were back in radio, and she wanted to leave the station early, but she had a couple of traffic reports to do. So I said, okay, Sharon, go. I'll just pretend I'm you and use your name and do the traffic reports. So Sharon zipped out of the station. I went to do the very first traffic report, and I couldn't pronounce any of the names. Isn't that crazy? I couldn't pronounce the street names. Now, that's kind of like a bit of a horror show when you have dreams like that in radio. And the same thing when you're in theater, you dream about forgetting your lines. Well, in this case, I couldn't pronounce the words in the traffic report. So I had to stumble my way through. But what I did was, I decided to see if I could find my friend Sharon after all these years. Now, I'm just moving under the patio because the rain is starting to be a little bit more intense. So I did a little bit of searching on Google, and it didn't take me too long before I found her. And I knew I had her because I saw her picture. So, long story short, I phoned, left a message, and actually, we talked yesterday. Sharon called me. We had a 2-hour chat, and I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, viewers, it was like a second had passed. So here's the strange thing, the funny thing in all this, she lives about 2 hours away right here on Vancouver Island. Now, we used to have great times together. Sharon was well, there weren't a lot of ladies in radio in the 80s as far as commercial radio goes. Sharon had a great voice and a great personality, and it's still that way today. And we used to have so much fun. We used to sit in our production studio, and I'll tell you the station, Che FM in Barrie, Che FM in the 80s, and we used to have to do like 2-voicer commercials that were written for us. And I'm telling you, if we got to laughing, we were hours trying to do a few commercials. But it was all fun. It was a great catch-up tomorrow. We're hoping we're going to see each other face to face, and it just shows you what can happen. Maybe someone comes back into your mind from decades ago, and this is literally decades ago, and it's always a kind of a nice idea to touch base again and to see what's gone on with lives back and forth. So that is in the last couple of years, that's the third person from my past that I have looked up. Unfortunately, one of my friends passed away a few years ago, and I'm still trying to hunt her sister down to see if I can make base with her sister. So we'll see if that happens. But I don't know why I'm doing it. It's just something that I want to do, and so far it has turned out very nicely. Well, it's quite warm here today. It's about 11 or 12 degrees, and as you can see, there's lots of clouds in the background here. And it's a little bit windy now. As I take you on here at our patio, I'm undercover. If I move back a little bit, you can see Lake Quamanchin down there, and you can see some of the mountains that are very cloudy. And this is a viewing platform, a deck we have off the back of our house that lets us look out all over the mountains. As you can see, our garden is down here behind. Maybe I can do a little scoop up here. You can see our garden, okay? But now it's not turning into a very nice day. Anyhow, viewers, I thank you so much for tuning in to this edition of Rob Vlog. Please keep listening and watching my vlogs. If you'd like to subscribe, that would be great. I'd like to get some more viewers. If you have friends and family that might be interested in a little, well, a nonsensical vlog. I mean, really, I just talk about things now and then. I try not to get on the old soapbox too often, but you know, sometimes you just can't help it. What with the world today. Oh, I have to tell you, a bright spot after this COVID thing, and there's still some COVID going around, we know that. With that and the war in the Ukraine, today I watched the St. Patrick's Day parade in London, England, that happened on the weekend. It was just a jolly parade, and you know what? I got a little emotional, because all these people were just out there enjoying themselves, and the parade looked more like a pride parade with the whistles and the marchers. The only thing missing were naked men, but it was a lovely little parade that went through Piccadilly and along, and as I said, it was kind of a little emotional because there was all these people just enjoying themselves, walking down the street and bands playing, and it was just quite nice. If you do a YouTube search for St. Patrick's Day Parade in London, I'm sure you can find the link. Anyways, gotta run. Thank you so much for joining me today on this edition of Rob Vlog, and we will see you very soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now.